All right, everybody, this is Mais Karibyan. Thank you for watching this episode. This episode is for those people who are trying to build their life by becoming successful every area of your life. And I put the topic of this video, if you win your morning, you will win your day. And I did it like a PowerPoint presentation. I studied it from Miles Monroe, and I just want to present it to you, his point of views, and add mine also. But this is amazing. I learned so much from this message, and I want to share with my followers. Okay. So I did a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to get right into it. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do so and share it in your pages. So let's get started. So the topic, like I said, is I put it, start your day with intention. This is very, very important. Many people I learn in my life, they start their day from the morning, if they wake up early, with no intention. That's why they don't have winning days. They keep piling up days that is not winning, is not getting them what they want. Why? Because, let's go to the presentation. Your life can begin to change, not in a year or even 6 months, but today, starting with the first 15 minutes of your morning. You know, that first 15 minutes in the morning when you wake up, that really going to set the tone of your day if you do things right, and I'm going to share with you. So what you should focus on, the power of morning. Most people underestimate how they can start their day. Even from the Bible, right? Jesus, David, and Abraham began their day, their mornings in prayer, solitude, and abundance. Why? Because they understood the power of morning. You're fresh, your mind is fresh, is what you put in the morning, right? So let's go next. Win the morning, win the day. It's very true. If you can win your mornings, you are already going to become a winner for that day. Why? Because if you mastered and focus before the world demands your attention, you can live with peace, purpose, and power. Very, very important. Let's go next chapter. Morning alignment. God created morning for renewal. What you do first matters the most. Start with clarity and connecting with God. In other words, you want to start your day with God and prayer. Recently, I keep talking about my faith because, a few days ago, Hulk Hogan died, and I was watching his interviews, and it's amazing what he realized in his life, becoming so famous, so successful. Everything you can wish, pretty much this guy achieved. But at the end of his life, he realized that nothing matters. It's all about following God. It's all about giving your life to Him, because that's when you're going to find your true peace. All right, so let's continue. And that's why you want to start your day, your morning with God. Number one, start with gratitude and worship. Gratitude is a spiritual weapon. It resets your mindset and opens your heart to hear from God. Can you imagine every morning you hear from God and God directs you what to do, what not to do in your day? You will become powerful. Number two, speak God's word over your life. Proclaim scriptures to declare your identity and authority. Speak truth to rewire your mind and lift your spirit. Next, pray for direction and alignment. I always share with my followers. Every morning I have my Bible here, and I make sure I read, pray, because that's how I'm going to set my mind in the right direction. Okay, let's go to the next point. 4, plan your day with purpose. Separate the urgent from the important. Choose 3 key goals each day that aligns with your calling. Next, practice stillness and listen. God often speaks in quiet. Take time to still and tone in His voice. Sometimes, we don't have to talk too much. Sometimes we gotta develop the skill and the hobby of, you know, learning how to listen, because that's very important. Sometimes we always talk. A lot of times we don't know what we want. That's why it's important to listen to God, what is directing you. Next, Sarah's story, right? A life transformed through 15 minutes morning routine of faith, prayer, and planning. Sarah turned anxiety into peace and purpose. Beautiful. Recap: 5 morning habits: gratitude and worship, speak God's word, intentional prayer, purposeful planning, stillness, and listening. All right. Why this is important? Why all this is important? This is small, short presentation that I recapped from Miles Monroe video, and I wanted to put my input. The reason I do this is because when I talk to a lot of people, what I realize that a lot of people don't start their day properly. First, they sleep late. Second, when they sleep, they do watch a lot of things on their phone many times. As a human nature, most people focus on negative things like news and bad things, what's going on. And imagine it's 11 p.m., 12, 1 a.m., and you sleep with all this information in your head. How are you going to wake up? Of course, it's going to be chaos. So that's why it's very important. Many, many years ago, I never shared this probably in videos of mine. Many, many years ago, when I was praying, one thing that really God talked to me, and I really realized that, and I start practicing. I was praying and about, sleeping right, and God gave me this idea. This voice came in my mind saying, sleep the same day. That was a wake-up call for me. Sleep the same day means sleep before 12 o'clock. Before the day turns the next day, sleep. So I start practicing that. Not only helped me mentally, but it also gave me enough time, because I wake up very early and I realize if I sleep before 12 the same day, I wake up at 6 a.m. That's 6-7 hours. Usually I sleep between 11 to 12, before 12. That's 6.5 to 7 hours. It's enough for me to get enough energy. And before I sleep, I go over my next day. I try to listen or pray or read something good, then sleep. And then in the morning, when you wake up, because you already set your settings correctly when you went to bed, in the morning, it's much easier to wake up. You're looking forward to wake up because you already know the next day you're going to wake up, do some of the steps I shared with you. That 15 minutes, that 30 minutes that you take your quiet time and you plan your day, you adjust your thoughts, and then you put the priorities first. What are you going to do? The most important things from the beginning of the day. In the morning, you're going to have a powerful day, guys. This is proven system, and not only comes from my own experience, but I study this with other people. I ask a lot of successful pastors and successful friends and coworkers and people that I follow. I study every single time. They verify the same thing. They're like, you know what, that is correct. Every one of them that I talked to, they said, you know what, if you win your morning, you win your day. And guess what? When every day you win, right? I'm not saying you're not going to have challenges. I'm not saying during the day you're not going to have, surprises, things that's going to disappoint you. That's all going to come. That's part of the day. But that morning, when you have the right mindset, you set the priorities first, you set the tone correctly, even challenges come, surprises comes, because you have the right settings in your mind. You're going to close the day and win the day. And guess what? Every day when you win becomes a winning week, winning month, winning year. And slowly your life starts changing. You're developing new habits, things start changing in your life, guys. Every single person can truly change their life. It happened to me. I was bad in many things, but I start working on myself every day, every day, every day until now. And I think that learning process, that mindset, it's a lifetime. Doesn't matter what age we are, we always got to have this mindset that I know less, I'm willing to learn more, I'm willing to improve myself so I can be humble and win every day of my life. And guess what? We need people to change their world and become better people. So go out so they can go out there and help others. That's one of my missions in my life. Thanks God, God blessed me with many things in my life. I'm doing, you know, very well, and I'm not comparing my life with nobody. I'm comparing to what I have, what I'm happy with. But one of my missions in my life, whatever I learn, I want to give back, and that's why I do a lot of videos like this on YouTube, and I want to grow my YouTube podcast. And taking the opportunity, I'm asking you, if you're first time watching me, and if you haven't subscribed it, please do so. Support the channel, share in your pages, send it to some people that this message can impact them too. But first, focus to impact your life, because you cannot help others if you're having hard time or if you're struggling. So this was the message. Win the morning and you'll win your day. Hope this short video will impact some of your lives. And if you have questions, follow me on social media. Message me. I'll be happy to answer and give my point of views. Mais, my Caribbean. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.